So, when Kendri asked me to talk to you girls about a time I felt like quitting, there was a lot of things I was coming up with. And you're in my office right now, and I'm going to show you pretty soon why I didn't, okay? So, there was a time when I was new, and let's say less than a year, okay? Now, I'm Lisa Cadillac Mack from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, and when I came into Mary Kay 28 years ago, I was a single mom going through a divorce. I was a stay-at-home mom. I had zero confidence. I was never going to wear Mary Kay and I was never going to sell it. And never came a little sooner than I thought it was going to. Okay. And there were times, especially when I was new, especially as I got closer to bigger goals in my first year, that I thought I didn't have what it takes. There's no way. I would never be confident enough. I would never be strong enough, secure enough. There's no way that I could do this. And in my first year, I earned my first car. And I remember having a conversation with my dad about a month before I finished it. And I said, Dad, do you actually think I can do this Mary Kay thing? Do you actually think I can earn this car? And he looked at me and he was supportive, but he never really said much. And he said, Of course I do. Of course I do. I said, You do? He said, Yes. That gave me so much confidence. And then another time shortly thereafter, I remember having a conversation with him about people and not being happy. And I'm like, I don't get it. Why? Why would you want to be miserable? Why wouldn't someone just want to do this and be happy? And he's like, honey, you don't understand. He goes, most people are walking around not happy with what they do all day. And I thought, interesting. So here I am, 28 years later, senior sales director, Cadillac driving sales director. You looking behind me? I want you to look behind me, okay? Because here is the years of the years of awards, okay? I have an amazing family. I have confident children. I have such conviction in my faith, in my company, in my family, in my business. And if I were to quit, I want to ask you, what does quitting look like? What would your daily life look like if you quit? Because it's easy to quit. Anyone can quit. Anyone can quit anything. That's easy. It's when the going gets tough that the tough really get going, right? If I would have quit, I wouldn't have found my husband, whom I met on the freeway. If I would have quit, I wouldn't have earned 16 Cadillacs, have 3 now grown children, and a daughter as a sales director. I would not have the house I'm living in. I wouldn't have the relationships I have. I wouldn't have the confidence. I wouldn't have the friends I even have at church because I never would have known them. I wouldn't have quality mentors. I wouldn't have an unlimited amount of income and flexibility and choice. I wouldn't have those things. And that's not all financial. Hmm. Interesting, isn't it? So, when you feel like quitting, you just don't. You just keep on because the miracle is potentially right on the other side of not quitting. This is where my adult sons, one graduated from here, and this is where my one of my adult sons still goes to school. He's 3 years into college. He and I have an incredible relationship. I do with all three of mine, but the last one, why am I telling you this story? The last one in particular, he's 21. When he was a senior in high school, he broke his shoulder and he could no longer play football. At the same time, I had broken my ankle. Oh, yeah, I had broken it 9 months after a car accident. So basically, in 2021, I didn't work that much, okay? I also stayed home with my son. We were both broken. Years later, I said to him, do you think mom got hurt at the same time you did to show you an example of how you could get through it? And he said, absolutely. Now, that may or may not have been true, but you know what? If I'd have worked for anyone else, I'd have lost my job. How important is the future to you? Because you never know what is going to be around the corner. Stay in it. Stay in it. There are always going to be miracles and blessings around the corner when you simply stay in it. Love you.